Hello Design Channel. When did Figma get so bad? If you're a graphic designer or you've existed around the space, you've most definitely heard of Figma. I don't know if you've used it. There's a high chance you have. Started around for like mock-ups and prototyping for like websites, apps and stuff, I believe. And since then it has grown a lot. Adobe tried to buy it. They failed, had to give them a lot of money. I used to use it a lot personally. I used to be really into UI design when I was younger. I was about 15, I got into it. Eventually I kind of fell out of it. I got kind of bored of it, quite frankly. There were too many rules and I got sick of the rules, as I think a lot of artists can do. I wanted to try push myself. I got into poster design where I found that really freeing. Every now and then I like to come back to UI design because although I decided to not go forward with that as my main design thing, I still have a love for it and I find it quite enjoyable to do sometimes. But when I used it, my main software of choice was Figma, because it's really good for it. I actually started out using Adobe XD, which is very similar to Figma. I started out with that, and then Figma came along, and the more I used it, just on and off, I actually found it to be better, and I thought, I'll switch to it. I'll use it as my main thing over Adobe XD. Someone who uses pretty much exclusively Adobe software and doesn't really plan on changing it. As much as I have my issues, it works really well for me. Even I was able to use Figma and prefer it to Adobe. You know, there's a period of time where I was using Figma more than Photoshop. That's also because Figma's a lot more lightweight. I think it's less now, but especially back when I was properly using it, the load times were so good. Like on my terrible PC, spec-wise, for creative stuff, Photoshop, which is what I used to use on it all the time, takes so long to use, it was really painful. Then Figma, I could just boot that up and I'd just be able to design. And then I got a MacBook and I use that more, but that's besides the point. My point is Figma was really, really good. The tools were great, and I think they still alright. I don't know, I don't use it as much. I use it every now and then. Recently I came to try use it, make a new document. I use it for like mood boards. I think it's nice to just have an art board, a nice one. I do this in Illustrator a lot now. And I went to do that recently, and I discovered that I could not create any more documents. I had reached the maximum. Now, I have a fair few amount of documents in here. Not like a million. I have about 46 files in there. Some of those are also the prototype pages and stuff. Generally, it's about that. So how is that like the max? They didn't have a max when I started it. It turns out they've updated it, and I haven't seen anyone talking about this. I said this to my friend, and they're like, what? It turns out you can only have 3 on the base plan. 3 documents. Thankfully, they haven't just deleted everything I've made. 3 documents. And the reason I discovered this is because I wanted to play with their new tool they've come out with, which I was really excited about. And I still have a bit of excitement for it. I really want to use it, but it's really expensive, which has put me off because I'm unemployed. And please commission me. I'm really good at graphic design. If you're a musician, I can make you a nice cover art. If you have a project and you want a logo, I can make you a nice logo. And the other stuff that goes with a logo, the brand sheet, and all the branding guidelines. I love making branding guidelines. Oh my god, please, 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 please. You know, I came to try play with it and it was like, you've reached your maximum projects. And I was like, okay, that's lovely, isn't it? And yeah, it's been like that for like maybe 2 months, to my knowledge, a couple of months. I don't get it. I mean, the free plan sucks. What's the point? They were free for so long. I get business wise, you keep it free and then you start to charge people and then everyone's already used to it. But it just sucks as a user. I'm not a big company who can just go and pay for this stuff. I can't be dropping $1 million for Adobe a year. I say that hyperbole, but I was speaking in my college. We had a little fair where a bunch of universities came in, and I was speaking to one of the people because I think they do some design course stuff anyway. So we were yapping for a while. I actually had no intention of going to the university. I wanted free stuff, so I just struck up a conversation. We spoke about Adobe. I mentioned like Adobe prices, and they were like, "Yeah, we pay like $1 million a year just to have it on, like allow students to use it." And I'm like, "Fucking hell." That's a lot of money. I'm already paying a lot for my Adobe, and I'm on student because I'm a student. I pay the student fees, and it's not cheap. It's quite a sizable amount of my money that goes into it. It seems like a really good product. It's like being able to make a website with the tools of Figma. It seems just lovely, and I really would love a tool like that. I've been looking for something like that for a long time, but it's just frustrating that like it's about like £20, like £18 a year, I think, without. If you're using the monthly one, If you pay annually, it's actually 14 a month. Save 20%, but then you're stuck in an annual plan. You have to get the most expensive one because the cheaper one is like you only get like FigJam and sites, which are products I don't care about. Yeah, Figma, great tool. I think they're just being real shit about it. I don't want to pay for 3 documents. I believe you can make, if you make team projects within your account, that's separate. But then you still only get 3 on that as well. Yeah. And then you have 1 document and they go, you're running out of files on your free thing. And I'm like, I've not even started. Affinity's free though. Not that that's a website thing. Affinity has gone free, and that's owned by Canva. Canva, I believe, have a website system in there. I don't know how good it is. If you can connect a domain freely, I think you probably have to pay for that. A lot of services charge you for that. I don't know why. I think they should make a specific pricing, like they should make a specific tier so that you can choose the products you want. I think that's a good idea. Not that anyone from Figma's going to see this. Yeah, that's my rant. Check out my portfolio and my Figma profile. I actually have stuff on my Figma community. I think it's figma.com/@amphi. That's all. Bye.